Hi everybody, Bill the Botany guy here, and since our first ever Pansy Palooza begins today, I thought it would be fun to look back on the history of these springtime favorites. You might associate pansies with your grandmother or little old ladies, and you'd be right, except those ladies would have to be 350 years old. Pansies have been around a long time. Pansies actually go back to Roman times, when that toga-wearing crowd ate them as a cure for dizziness and headaches. And they were onto something, because pansies contain salicylic acid, which is the main ingredient in aspirin. Moving up a few centuries, pansies were mentioned in the 15th century using the French word penser, which means to think or to ponder over something, because people thought the flower resembled a nodding face or one deep in contemplation. Shakespeare even mentioned them in Hamlet with the line, "And there is pansies, that's for thoughts." You'd find them in churchyards and in the gardens of the well-to-do and the regular Joes, just as you do today. Pansies had a surge of popularity in the 1800s when Lady Mary Elizabeth Bennet of England decided to collect every type of pansy she could find. She had been born into privilege and had a lot of time on her hands, kind of like the Downton Abbey crowd. She introduced her flowers in 1812, and they became popular with the fashionably rich set, eventually trickling down to everyday workers. By 1833, there were over 400 varieties of pansies. The Victorians of the late 1800s gave meanings to the different colors of pansies. They liked to label everything back then. Gentlemen callers could woo the young maidens with a carefully chosen bouquet to communicate their intentions. A succession of bouquets could start with orange pansies that signaled welcome, then go on to pink pansies for innocence, then yellow for happiness, followed by purple for passion, then white for let's take a chance. Oh, and blue to calm the nerves, possibly because a baby was on the way. Who knew pansies could be so racy? So choose your colors carefully or the neighbors may talk. We've got 4-packs, jumbo 6-packs, 4-inch pots, color bowls, and hanging baskets. So come on in and stock up on your favorites and get the neighborhood conversation started. So surrounded by evergreens, you're asking, where are the pansies? We'll have them out after the threat of today's severe weather has passed. I wonder if there's a pansy color that represents that. This has been a bit of Spring Bloom and Botany from Bill.